When it comes to NBA 2K21 Next Gen, it honestly took me a while to remember the last time I played this game. Then I realized the last time I actually played this game was the last video I made about the Brooklyn Nets, and that was like a week and a half to like 2 weeks ago. And if you're watching this video, then that either means that you're a long-time consumer of 2K, or it means that you're a person that watches 2K YouTubers like myself as well as other 2K YouTubers often. So whether you're a consumer or a viewer or both, it really doesn't matter. Either way, you know that this game is dying. In-game has been taking a lot longer to find games to play, whether it's Play Now Online or in the city. And on the viewership side, whether it's on YouTube for us 2K content creators, or if it's on Twitch for us 2K content creators, viewership has been down by like 80%. And the two reasons why the viewership is down is because A, a lot of people still don't have the next gen consoles, and B, this game lacks a skill gap. And because of those two reasons, I feel like I may be done with 2K21 as a whole. Like, it may come to a point where I just play 2K21 Next Gen like once every blue moon, like once every blue moon, you know what I'm saying, with friends of mine. I doubt I'm gonna keep uploading content on this game because, like I said, I'm just tired of this game because this game lacks a skill gap and there's just so many problems with this game that I don't see 2K fixing anytime soon. Like, yeah, they patched some major issues in the game, like the chop on threes courts and the park rep, even though park rep is still too low, you know, the park progression rep is still too low. But yeah, besides that, I don't see 2K patching anything in the game that needs to be patched, like the defense problem, with there being no recovery on defense, or the fading three problem, because that's the whole meta in this game is fading threes, or the Curry slide. Like, I don't see 2K putting out a patch at all to fix those three gameplay issues, because those are all major gameplay issues that I don't see this game fixing for 2K21. What they're most likely gonna do is fix those three issues for 2K22, but by the time 2K22 comes out, they're not going to get a lot of sales or as many sales because people aren't going to trust 2K22 because of what happened in 2K21. Unless they do what I feel like they should do for, you know, the game coming up soon for 2K22, as well as the future 2Ks on PS5 and Xbox Series X, you know, just to future-proof this video, because what I'm about to say in this video can apply to all the 2Ks on PS5 and Xbox Series X. So anyway, the main two things I'm going to be talking about in this video are the two ways that the developers can make the game 2K22 as well as the future 2Ks on PS5 and Xbox Series X fun again and make them actually playable and enjoyable for us, the consumers. So without further ado, let's stop wasting time in this intro and get into the first thing. Now, in the last 2K video I made a point about NBA Live and there being no competition for 2K21. And by the way, if you don't know which video I'm talking about, it's this one here that I'm showing on screen. So if you want to watch that video after this one, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, in that video I brought up competition. Now, competition wasn't the main point of that video. The main point of that video was actually a new sim basketball game to compete with 2K. However, in that video I brought up a point that 2K is not the best game it could be because there's no competition. And if you look at the recent history of NBA 2K, then you will realize that in 2K14, there was a new console generation. Therefore, they put out their best foot because they thought NBA Live was going to be so great. Then once they realized that Live 14 was terrible, they put out 2K15, which wasn't as good as 14 because they felt like Live wasn't that much of a threat. Then Live 16 came out, which was an improvement. Then 2K16 was an improvement over 2K15 a lot because that was arguably the best 2K on PS4 and Xbox One generation. And a lot of people will say that NBA 2K11 and 2K16 was the golden age of 2K, which I would agree with. 2K17 came out and that's when it all went downhill because there was no Live 17, and then 2K18 came out and Live 18 came back, but by that time 2K realized that Live was under threat. But they were still, you know, somewhat trying because Live was still competition. Live 19 was a big improvement over 18, then 2K19 became a lot better, and 2K19 was arguably, well, in my opinion, the last pretty good 2K on PS4 and Xbox One generation. Then of course 2K20 was trash. 2K21 current gen had a lot of problems, but I ain't gonna say it was trash. And then 2K21 next gen is looking like trash so far. You know what, 2K21 next gen is actually good in the core game, like with Play Now Online and the actual core game with NBA teams. But in the city, which is what most of us play, that's when the game becomes trash. You know, because there's no skill gap, at least in my opinion. So that's why I feel like competition is good for the next 2Ks for PS5 and Xbox Series X. So anyway, that's it for the first one. So now on to the second one. Now, a second way to make the future 2Ks on PS5 and Xbox Series X great again is by implementing a ranked slider and a casual slider. Now, what I mean by that is, alright, for example, do y'all remember back in the day, like on 2K17, where you can choose a playmaker or a sharpshooter or a glass cleaner or, you know, etc, etc? Y'all do? Alright, so for 2K22 and the next 2Ks on PS5 and Xbox Series X, like 2K23, 2K24, etc, etc, what 2K should do in the next future 2Ks is make it to where when you're first creating your map player, you have a choice to either go into a park with a casual server or a ranked server. And if you choose casual server, you cannot change it once you've already picked, like, you know, when you first create your My Player. And, you know, vice versa for if you choose ranked, you know, you can't change it. And by the way, a YouTuber by the name of Agent 00 already brought up this idea to Mike Wang on episode 44 of 2K TV. And the only reason why I remember the episode number is because it was the one the agent was on there, because, you know, I don't watch 2K TV, so I wouldn't know. I mean, who watches 2K TV, right? So anyway, Agent 00 already brought this up to Mike Wang. However, he never elaborated on it. And by the way, I've had this idea before I even saw Agent talk about it to Mike Wang, because if you follow my channel, you know I have nothing but ideas for 2K. But anyway, getting back into this casual and ranked sliders. Now, how the casual and ranked sliders can work is that if you choose the casual sliders can be like how the game is now with 2K21 Next Gen, where there's no pie charts. You just go into the game, upgrade your attributes, and then get a build, just like how it is now in Next Gen. However, if you go with the casual sliders, then you get less rep in the park/city when you play in the city, you know, because you'll be making shots more efficiently because you make more shots because it's on, you know, an arcade type slider like how it is now with 2K21 Next Gen. And when it comes to the ranked sliders, they can have it set up to where if you choose the ranked sliders, then you got to go with a whole pie chart like you did in the old 2K, like on 2K20 and 2K21 current gen. And when you go with the ranked sliders, you get more rep progression because it's a whole lot harder to make shots, get steals, get blocks, all of that stuff, because the game takes more skill. Of course, because you're playing on ranked sliders. And also what 2K can do is, if you choose a casual slider, then the game only puts you on a casual server, and vice versa if you choose a ranked server. Of course, the game will only put you on a ranked server. So that way, when you load into the city or park or whatever they call it, you're only playing against guys who chose your same slider, whether it's casual or ranked. It's just that simple. But then again, y'all probably gonna say, well, what if we find a new meta build for casual and ranked? Well, if that happens, then we're just gonna have to cross our fingers and hope that 2K learns from their past mistakes and patches the meta build for casual and ranked. So yeah, that's all I got for this video for today. And that's probably about all I got for 2K21 Next Gen in general. Like I said earlier, if I make any 2K21 Next Gen videos in the future, it's most likely gonna be stuff with my friends and stuff, just, you know, random gameplay and all that stuff, because I've talked about everything I could talk about possibly with 2K21 Next Gen as a whole. And the next videos I'm gonna be making on 2K is probably gonna be for 2K22 and, you know, the future 2Ks, because with 2K21 Next Gen, like I said earlier, I'm basically done with this game because I'm just tired of this game, man. I mean, this game is just such a letdown. You know, it had so much potential, but it's just such a letdown. So I'm pretty much done with 2K21. So all the 2K content you're gonna see from me in the future is gonna be for 2K22. And like I said earlier, maybe some gameplay here and there with like random gameplay with friends of mine or something. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. All I'm gonna ask y'all to do is leave a like. I usually don't ask for likes that often, but you know, the YouTube algorithm is such trash, man. You know, I've been working so hard on my videos, and of course YouTube's been doing a terrible job of notifying people of my videos being put out. So if y'all leave a like, that'll help this video get recommended more so that more people can see it. So I really appreciate it if y'all leave a like. So anyway, you guys, it's been there with Andre, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And until next time, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.